What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, Sirski. All right, man, we got Young Miami confirming that Diddy set her up and she's blacklisted, and that there's a nose candy obsession. We all know what the nose candy is. The booger sugar, yes. The white substance that goes up and then makes the drainage come down. Said Diddy has obsessions with that. But Young Miami, what did you expect? What did you expect? Man, you knew, I'm pretty sure y'all had pillow talks. You knew a lot that maybe you're not speaking about. But now, because your back is against the wall and your livelihood is going down, you want to speak out. We knew this day was coming. We knew these days was coming. And right now, I'm coming with the spicy.
Child, was Young Miami moving like she was the new Ghislaine Maxwell for Diddy's freak-offs? Because the way she's being mentioned in the new lawsuit against Diddy by Lil Rod is cray-cray. Baby, it's not looking good for Carisha. But get this, sources are also claiming that behind the scenes, Miami is saying that Diddy set her up, got her hooked on all sorts of nasty things, and now she's blacklisted and nobody wants anything to do with her. Honey, let's just get straight into breaking down this entire.
And come to think about it, Young Miami and JT are not as tight as they used to be. They got problems and situations going on. The City Girls, great group, they're beefing. So now that Young Miami is being blacklisted, I'm pretty sure JT is saying, thank you, God. I'm not tied up in all this mess, bro.
Madness. Okay, remember after Diddy was hit with the first round of lawsuits, there were already reports that he was cutting down on some expenses because he was struggling financially, and one of the biggest expenses he had to cut was Carisha. In fact, according to Carisha's friend, Diddy had been paying for private flights, shopping sprees, and rent for a luxury Miami penthouse. The friend also said that Diddy still bought Carisha a Christmas gift, but he was not as generous as he once was, and he stopped paying her rent or giving her money. Apparently, he also told her not to expect anything from him in the future. According to the friend, Diddy is obviously not in a good place mentally either, and he can really use someone like Carisha in his life since she really does care about him. But when pressed by Media Takeout, the friend also added, but the money is important, yes, so he has to start paying again if he wants her companionship. And by extension, I'm assuming if he wants his dirty laundry, which is already aired anyway, to stay hidden. But as I have come to learn from Diddy's latest lawsuit, this Miami business is deeper than we all thought, as she has been mentioned in the lawsuit among those who were paid a monthly fee by Diddy to participate in his freak-offs, which again come up really strongly in Lil Rod's lawsuit. In the lawsuit, Lil Rod first mentions Carisha when he says that he has irrefutable receipts of, among other things, Miami's cousin and or assistant SAing him. According to Lil Rod, he was with Diddy, Carisha, and her female cousins on Thanksgiving Day in 2022, and he says that Miami's cousin burst into the bathroom while he was inside, at which point she allegedly started grabbing him and going down on him. He said he tried to push her away and left the restroom, only to then be followed by the woman, who then allegedly undressed and attempted to straddle him and hook up with him in front of Diddy and others. In addition, Lil Rod also provides evidence of illicit activity, many of which he claims to have recorded due to the fact that Diddy required him to record him constantly. He literally secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Diddy, his staff, and his guests in.
Bro, you know how much footage that is? Hundreds of hours? Huh? Bro, hundreds of hours of footage. That's it for Diddy, bro. That's if this guy don't be on the live, bro. That's it for Diddy. We thought Diddy was done already. You might see bars this time, for real.
Engaging in serious illegal
Dang.
activity, and one of them being looking for ladies to hook up with men. And that is where Carisha directly comes in. Baby, Lil Rod goes into all the deets of how Diddy recruited Carisha and the other women into his madness, all while making them use laced substances. He says that one time he was forced to drink tequila shots laced with other hard stuff while at a listening party at Diddy's California residence in July 2023. And after drinking the shots, he blacked out and woke up the next morning naked with one of the recruits sleeping next to him. He also goes on to describe other incidents that took place at the parties, and in a couple of them, Carisha was present. You know, now it makes sense why Diddy has never cut off Carisha, and why in the past he always did what Carisha wanted. Remember back in 2022, Carisha and Diddy were having issues because Diddy reduced her allowance from $500K to $200K? This was also around the time when Jaguar Wright said she probably had too much dirt on Diddy, and that's why $200K was not enough for her to stay in the relationship.
She was getting $500K a month. She quit because he dropped her down.
Yeah, I think that's where they're at with it now.
No, but understand this. Think about this. And there are women in this room.
Dang, $500K
Why
a
would
month?
you quit? What the f is going on that $250,000 ain't enough?
At the time, Diddy quickly backtracked and apologized to Carisha by filling her house with roses and raising her allowance back up to $500K. I mean, with everything that Lil Rod has said in the lawsuit, that only proved that Carisha had way too much dirt on him, and he couldn't risk her exposing him. It also makes sense that in several of the pictures Carisha has with Diddy, she has white nails. The same ones Cassie said in the lawsuit Diddy made her wear to contrast
yep,
the skin of the black men during the freak-offs. Child, apparently Miami now wants to tell her side of the story. But the problem is, the reason why Diddy feels confident enough to cut her off for good is because he already has lost everything, and he doesn't feel like he has anything more to lose. But if the reports from sources close to Carisha are anything to go by, she will tell it all. Allegedly, she's also gearing up to drop one on Diddy and provide receipts on how Diddy set her up and now has her blacklisted and broke. I bet it's about to get messy. Anyway, other than Diddy and Carisha, someone else who was mentioned in the latest lawsuit is Cuba Gooding Jr., who Lil Rod also accuses of SA. According to what Lil Rod said, Diddy specifically mentored Cuba and showed him his ways with the goal of passing him off to others. Lil Rod actually says that he was introduced to Cuba while on a yacht in January 2023, who proceeded to force himself on him until being forcibly pushed away. And when I tell y'all that Lil Rod did not come to play, honey, he even included screenshots, lots of them, to prove that everything he was exposing was the truth. Baby, another incident that Lil Rod brings to light is something he says happened in September 2022. He alleges that a man identified in the lawsuit only as G, a friend of Diddy's son Justin, was popped. During the alleged incident, Lil Rod says he heard while 2 feet away from the restroom at Chalice Recording Studio in Los Angeles. Then when Diddy and Justin exited the restroom, he saw G suffering, at which point he offered assistance. As per what Lil Rod spilled, Diddy forced him to lie to the authorities about what happened, with police being told it was the result of a drive-by. It's worth noting, LAPD investigated the incident and reportedly found that G had been hit outside the studio during a robbery and merely ran into the studio. But as we have come to learn from the lawsuit, that was a lie. Yet another person mentioned in the lawsuit is Grammy-winning Bad Boy Records producer Stevie J, who is actually at the center of an allegation from Lil Rod involving what he alleges was a promise made by Diddy about one day winning his own Grammy. Apparently, Diddy used his admiration of Stevie J to ease the fact that he's always been on the DL. Lil Rod even says that at one point, Diddy played him footage purported to show Stevie J hooking up with a white man. While screenshots are again included in connection with this allegation, those images have since been linked to adult film star Nako. Lil Rod also says that Diddy directed Stevie J and his son Justin Combs to recruit the girlies, and in Justin's case, he was instructed to find the underaged ones to attend the parties. Like, Diddy even got his son directly participating in the illegal things. I mean, and it goes goes on. Okay, according to Lil Rod, the real Ghislaine Maxwell was not even Carisha. It was Christina Karam. Allegedly, Christina required all employees from the butler, the chef, to the housekeepers to walk around with a pouch or fanny pack filled with substances because it was important for her to have Diddy's choice immediately ready when he asked for it. Since Carisha was around Diddy a lot, I totally see how she would get hooked. In addition, Christina also allegedly recruited many of the girlies Diddy needed for his parties. In his lawsuit, Lil Rod also specifically says that among other things, Diddy would grab his Lil Willie. Damn. He also goes on to allege Diddy would parade around naked in front of him and would downplay whatever he was forcing him to go through as horseplay. Child, what I can tell you is that the 73-page lawsuit was one hell of a read, and I have not even covered everything that's in there because some of it is nasty. But you know what? As far as Diddy is concerned, one of his lawyers responded to the lawsuit saying that it is pure fiction and then added, "We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them." Another rep for Justin Combs also told TMZ, Justin Combs categorically denies these absurd allegations. They are all lies. This is a clear example of a desperate person taking desperate measures in hopes of a payday. There will be legal consequences for all defamatory statements made about the Combs family. Defamatory? With all the screenshots and recordings Lil Rod put in there as receipts? Are they for real? Baby, you know what I'm really looking forward to? When Carisha finally releases whatever it is that's being reported she's working on, which is basically receipts of how she was manipulated and set up, how she got blacklisted, and how Diddy got her hooked on hard substances. Allegedly, she's already working on it. But meanwhile, let me know your thoughts on Diddy's latest lawsuit and the claims involving his son Justin. Also, what details do you think Carisha are likely to expose? Drop those thoughts.
Man, Carisha's gonna, bro. Between Lil Rod and Carisha, Diddy might see life in prison, man. He might just see these judges are tired of Diddy. They tired of his name, his money, and when that money get low, bro, when the money is running out, that's when they really nail you to the cross, bro. Diddy is doomed. Diddy is done. When Carisha come out and this little this little Rod thing come out against Diddy and his son, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Diddy. The butt monster. He's in the news more than the news in the news. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.